Hello there, internets. Once again, this is Crazy Rusky, and welcome to the second devlog of my new game, well, game that I'm making, whatever you want to call it, A Peasant's Tale. This week, oh, by the way, before I even get into this, sorry it's a little bit late. Had a ton of schoolwork to get through and, just couldn't work on it even. But it's over now, and I'm glad. And let's see what we got here. So, start off, you're greeted with my majestical flock of squids. Obviously, this is temporary. It's kind of just a joke, but it's there. So, meh, squids. Alright, so what you will notice if you if you pay attention, is some changes. First off, well, all of this stuff. What is this and all this? These are separate entities, I guess you could call them, and I worked on them, and they're going to be all over the place, and the way they work is they're all separate, and I messed around with what's in front and what's in back. That's that. These are boxes. That's a tent, as you can imagine. That's a flag and a dead tree that's kind of swaying in the wind. And oh, by the way, it's going a little bit fast, and that's kind of just because for testing purposes I put him at twice his normal speed. That's why these things are moving slower, because they only move at one pixel per update, I guess, or whatever it is. He's outrunning them basically. That's only for testing purposes. Do not worry about that. Okay, so there's these things. I added sand. I actually just made this 2 seconds before this is sand 2 seconds before I started this, finished it up. And this is just kind of, I'm testing it. I don't know if how well it goes here. And obviously it won't be squares. That's just a matter of making assets, making tiles. To make them all wavy and stuff like that to kind of fit with the terrain. And that's more of a pain that I'd rather put off till I've got a good build of the game. Shouldn't really be worrying about it now. But yeah, wow. Okay, so that box is there. That's a thing. Anyway, yeah, but this is just kind of in preparation for this sand world I wanted to kind of work on. I don't know. Speaking of that, world. So the way it works is I want to release this game in chapters, really. So each chapter would be a new type of world, with a new theme, a new race, I guess, or whatever, new whatever, and because that kind of ties into the storyline, how you're traveling throughout these lands. I'll get on a bit more storyline if you want to hear it. I don't know. Won't go into it this time. Okay, this thing's getting long. So yeah. So I've got these things. Again, I'm only running twice as fast. Oh, also. Oh my gosh. Spacebar is to attack. And this is just, right now, there's obviously a test sprite. Yeah, this obviously won't be the actual... That would kind of be awful. But yeah, this is just kind of a small test sprite to test the actual programming behind it, make sure everything works, because I am still learning, still shaky with this stuff, and I feel the need to test everything I add vigorously before I actually show it off. So, yeah, so obviously I'll make a sprite for it and everything, him thrusting the sword or him punching if he doesn't have a sword. Again, that's just a matter of art. I'm really focusing right now on programming. Got the little flags. Also, I'll give you a tour. This is just a thing. So, there are paths that break off, sort of gravel. Back here, just they fork out, sort of. Oh, by the way, this world is probably not the final thing, but this is just kind of to give me a place to start from, to kind of base it off of. So this is kind of like a bandit camp. I imagined it as such. These are all the tents and stuff, and yeah. So, yeah, this is 5 minutes. Wow. Okay, so I should probably finish up. Before I do that, I want to show you all the different things. So obviously, the worlds are really, really, really like really subject to change. Like probably everything about them will change. But anyway, I wanted to show you if this thing will stop lagging out because of the recording thing. Quick time. Well, okay. This is just another world I wanted to do, and this kind of looks like poop, but it's there. And this is kind of to give you guys an idea of what I was thinking. Kind of like this. There are going to be way less mushrooms. Do not worry about that. And for this water, you can walk on it. Squids. Yeah. So like this kind of like this mystical kind of forest thing, and obviously I need to change it all up a lot, but it's kind of some of the sprites that are there. Then there is the sand world that I was just making. By the way, let me know how long you want me to make these things, because I was thinking kind of to keep them way under 5 minutes, which kind of broke my promise now to myself, because it's 6.5. But let me know how you want me to run these things, because it really is based off of what you guys want to see. Also, leave any comments you want, like any suggestions, anything. Like, it helps a lot. Like, even seeing like something like, if you typed in bleh in the comments, I'd be like, oh my god, somebody typed in bleh in the comments, and I'm happy now. So, yeah, this is kind of like just to show it like kind of sand put together and not just separate. Meh. Squids. And I think that brings us... Oh, I had this ice world too. Obviously these, like, I'm calling them ice world, sand world. Like, these aren't actual, like, worlds. They're just kind of giant rectangles of whatever tile I feel like putting. But, yeah, that's what they are. Let's run that. Did I type it in right? I hope. Yeah, okay. It's kind of like the ice sprite. So, that's that. Okay, this is really long. Okay, I have to go, like I have to, I'm going to stop boring you now. What else should I say? I don't think I should say anything, because it's really long now. And, I'm sorry for that. Dear God. Squids. 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 Goodbye.